Okay, so you may be in some fear energy or have some fear about something. Opposite side looking in, somebody could be rejecting some fear energy from you. Okay, so 7 of Wands in reverse, so exhaustion, defeat, giving up, yielding back, lack of self-control and motivation, overwhelmed. This may be some energy that you're rejecting. Okay, you probably you've probably been fighting so much, you're just literally exhausted, feeling defeated. Okay, you probably even just giving up fighting. Let's see what's this fear is about. So the Hermit upright, self-reflection, introspection, enlightenment, spiritual contemplation, receiving or giving guidance, receiving or giving guidance. And you could be getting guidance to basically stop fighting back, that you're overwhelmed, and basically to accept the defeat. Okay, so the Fool in reverse, which is the real fool, recklessness, folly, careless, holding back, naive, inconsiderate, hasty, easy to manipulate. Okay. So we got some real foolish energy, y'all. But I'm trying to figure out if it's the Fool that's exhausted, or are you exhausted trying to give this Fool some pushback and trying to give them some light? Let's see, y'all. 5 of Cups upright, loss, grief, sorrow, disappointment, despair, disappointment, relationship problems, pessimism. I think you're in this 5 of Cups upright energy because you're exhausted from fighting. I think you're afraid of your fear is you being foolish. You're afraid of being looked at like a fool. Because of grieving, because of this loss, or because of this disappointment from being exhausted and not winning a battle, or being defeated from this battle. I think you're seeing the light, though. I think you're seeing the light on it. I think the light that you're also seeing is that you're not a fool. You know, some battles are lost, but that doesn't mean you lost the war. Kind of shit. 9 of Cups in reverse, so heartbreak, deceit, disappointment, unrealistic, turmoil, avoided conflict. I feel like you are grieving over this heartbreak of not winning the battle. Okay? And I think you're disappointed too because you realize this is some unrealistic shit you was fighting for. Okay? I'm wondering if it was the Fool that broke your heart. I'm wondering if it was this Fool that you was giving guidance to. I'm wondering if it's the Fool that you're exhausted. I wonder if you were fighting for this Fool. But you realized that's not doing nothing but leaving you to sorrow, disappointment, and despair. Your fear might be, no matter how hard you fight, this is not going to be a battle that you're going to win. Yeah, the World in reverse. This cycle didn't get completed. Lack of completion, shortcuts, delays, emptiness, deficiency, disharmony, fear of travel. I feel like the most important things is emptiness, deficiency, and disharmony. That's what you was fighting. You were fighting to complete this cycle, but I think you got the light. You probably got guidance yourself. That this isn't a person, place, or thing that you can guide into completion. If anything, they was leading you to heartbreak and sorrow. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, lack of long-term vision, laziness, lack of reward, being delayed, impatience, limited success, unfinished work. Of course, the cycle was unfinished, number 1. But mind you, this is what you was fighting to overturn. Okay, you was trying to make the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and 7 of Pentacles upright. You wanted the long-term vision in this. That's what you was fighting for. Okay, you wanted the perseverance, you wanted the rewards, you wanted the harvest, you wanted the results. Okay, you probably even being patient while you was working hard to fight for this. But eventually you have to see. Eventually you literally have to see that this wasn't getting you anywhere. This isn't, no matter how hard you fight, you wasn't going to force this cycle to complete. Okay, you literally have to see. You leaving yourself susceptible to deceit, heartbreak, and disappointment. I mean, you really fighting hard. Really fighting hard to get your heart broken. I think that's another thing too. You're looking at the long-term success that you was working for. That's what you're grieving on. Probably time you invested, energy you invested, money you invested in this. Probably another one of your fears is that you lost all of that. You giving all of that up by walking away or leaving something alone. King of Cups upright. Kindness, wisdom, innovation, diplomatic, trust, forgiveness, nurtures creative endeavor. So this tells me this is how I know this is something that you was really working hard to complete. This is something you was really trying to see all the way through. You diplomatic. You know what I'm saying? And you nurture things. This is probably something you've been nurturing a long time, hoping to get here. But it's really only leading you here. What you didn't realize is, yeah, you diplomatic, yeah, you're kind, yeah, you wise. But sometimes, no matter how kind, wise, diplomatic, no matter how much you're willing to trust and forgive, at the same time, you're still trying to nurture a fool. Okay, you can't nurture a fool. A fool gonna be a fool until they choose not to be a fool. Six of Pentacles upright. Generosity, share wealth, giving and receiving, prosperity, financial support, stability. This is what you were trying to offer with your King of Cups energy. Okay? But you was trying to offer that in hopes of some long-term longevity, long-term success, some long-term fruits to harvest, some long-term rewards and results. But you didn't realize you really asking from the wrong person, place, or thing. Okay? If anything, they trying to fight you off, trying to give them this generosity. If anything, they giving you pushback from that prosperity, that financial support and stability. Okay, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Eventually, you have to look at the light and see yourself. Okay, at the end of the day, you have to realize you breaking your own heart, trying to instill into the wrong person, place, or things. Okay, sometimes you gotta mourn the fallen homies and move the fuck on. Okay? Just for confirmation. This may be some fear that you have since you're exhausted, and if you walk away, what position this person, place, or thing is gonna be left in, I'm gonna be honest. Nine of Cups in reverse. They're gonna experience some sorrows, shattered dreams, underachievement, overindulgence, dissatisfaction, and failure. This reverse is Nine of Cups upright. So I think Nine of Cups upright is going to be your energy. You're going to be in abundant energy. Okay, you're going to be holding, never folding. You just got to stand on business. Okay, stop trying to fight people from their own fate and their own choices. Okay, you can't fight somebody to make them want to complete a cycle. They got to want to complete it themselves. All right, y'all.